You're the greatest mom of all. Always catch me when I fall. Even from a distance, you can hear me when I call. You're the greatest mom of all. You're the greatest mom of all. You're the greatest mom of all.
Many believe the absence of a father will deprive a child of a wholesome experience. But Patria-Kaye Charles and her mom have shattered that myth. This is their story.
Hi, I'm Patri-Kaye Charles, and this is my superhuman, awesome mommy, Paulette Fairweather. She is my favorite person to party with. She is the person who taught me how to take care of people and house and family and make house home. She is the best stew peas maker that I know. Yeah, that's my mommy.
And banana fritters.
And banana fritters. Very true. Yeah. So my maternal side of my family is extremely close, and mommy has been a big part of why that is. So the cousins, they're only Sasha, Danya Gage, Javier, Patria, and Shomark. And every holiday, the day holiday happens, we know we all have to converge at her house. And so I think we stayed really close, playing games, and she was the kind of mommy where even to this day, she doesn't need a lot of money. What she has is this huge imagination, and she's always setting up games for us. So it was very, very normal to say, we never have no car, and we take bus with ball and hula hoop and blanket, and we're gone to Devon House, and we would play on the grass. This was like regular, on a weekly basis we would do that.
And we would buy
ice cream and patty, and you get icebox cake. But it was a regular part of just how we had fun. We knew that mommy was always, I remember, so I'm going to tell a story about one day mommy decided that we were just giving her way too much trouble, and she's going to show these little children that they must behave themselves. So the whole day she kept telling us this story about Beelzebub, and how Beelzebub eat little children that are naughty. I'm like, yeah, whatever. My mother went into the bathroom, powdered her face with talcum powder, lily white, covered up her body with sheet, and then just started saying from the bathroom, Beelzebub.
And what I did too, with all the powder, I had my lips red. And I put a little water on my eye. So there was that little...
You remember exactly what you did to just...
Yes. And I came out, I put the sheet around me. Well, I put a sheet around here. I hang it. A white sheet. And I came out of the bathroom to them.
What was really funny though, the neighbors heard us screaming. And the male came over and saw her and pushed us down and ran through the door, through the gate, gone about his business, leaving these children by themselves. She was fun. But you were strict too. Yeah, I thought that part. How you were strict. She was about discipline. So I was a lying little pitney. I used to tell lies. Yeah, I used to tell lies for everything because I never want to get beaten. My mother had a strap, you see.
But I always tell her, that
don't talk to the camera.
I always tell her, don't tell lies. It's better you tell me the truth. I'm going to give you a long talking from here to there, but you might escape the beating. But she always telling lies. Every little thing Patty tell lie. Everything.
So mommy had a strap. Is one strap that I used to get beaten with. Is a plastic strap with yellow stripes down the middle. And my mother grew up as the daughter of a postmistress and busher. So she's a lady. So she not go for no belt, go beat you. She's sending you for the strap.
That's what we always have to do.
You used to do that when you were a child?
Oh, you mean mommy always has for behavior? Mommy strap was behavior. And she said, go for behavior. And you better go for behavior.
So his grandma must blame.
Yes.
So she would send me for the strap, beat me with the strap, and then me must carry it back. Yeah. Mommy taught me how to be maternal. I think that spirit of bringing the family together, my cousins will tell you now that mommy's passed on the baton, because my nieces and nephews, my cousins even know my home is base. So,
Right here. So.
yeah, I think she's...
They still come to me. My grandnieces
You're
and
still
nephews.
talking over there.
My grandnieces and nephews still come to me.
Yeah.
And they
So
love to come.
she's taught me, about the importance of family and family staying close together and relying on each other and creating that space where everybody feels like this is a place that they can come and be happy and feel safe and get food and laugh and go home to face the day again. So I really appreciated that lesson. I've really appreciated, the importance of really meaningful relationships. I think you're very good at that. And that's something that I definitely take away, both in my friendships, but especially in my family. It's something that you taught me.
Yes, family is very important. Really, really important to us. And I love when they come around me. See all this? As simple as you see it is. When my grandnephews come around and my niece, you just see them in that like they just only leave to jump in it. Sometimes I put blue in it, sometimes I have it green, all different color. We put marbles in it, and it is just fun.
Yeah, we'll
We
play.
put blankets on the ground. We'll stay down there. We play games right here, so we stay and play games. And they love coming around, and I love having
And
them
so
around.
movie nights in the backyard are really
Really
important
nice,
as well.
yes.
And it's as simple as throwing a white sheet over the clothesline and having a projector and a computer projecting. It could be an old movie, a new movie, we don't care. But especially concerts.
Yes.
So when they're doing
Some
live
fests and those
shows and
things,
dancing in the backyard is a big part of how, as a family, we really do stay together.
And we set up a little bar with food. To the point where a week ago, that is the cylinder cage. The cylinders were around the side there before this part was built on. So since it is down now, I don't need a cage anymore. The grill cage is there. Yeah. So one day last week I said, what am I going to do with this thing? I don't know anybody who wants it. And I can't do something in the backyard like that. I'm going to make a ticket bar / counter with it. And I walk from yard to yard and I beg the palm leaves. And that's it. I came up with.
They're not seeing it. But she's really creative.
So I came up with my ticket bar. And I put the igloo inside of it and a garbage pan in it. So when we have any functions again, we don't have to get a table to put the drinks on. We just have the drinks there. We put
Never a dull moment. My circle of friends is tight and we share a lot of similarities. But as much as I love my friends, when they love you, at least say I love you, there is nobody in this world that I like to party with like my mother. Mommy and I will go to a concert. And from the sounds start string up and them testing whether or not speaker working till the very last note. We sing, we dance, and we have a ball of a time. I don't care who it is. There's nobody that I love to party with like my mommy. She can three-step. She can sing along. She doesn't usually know the words of the songs, but that doesn't stop her from singing. Yeah, and that's part of the fun as well. So I love to party with mommy. So Shaka Dimas and Pliers on the stage, some fest. And we're out here and everybody feeling it and we're excited. And you just hear mommy give out, squeeze me, squeeze me, squeeze me, squeeze me, baby, till I lose control.
Yeah,
and
squeeze me with the loving till I lose control, yeah, in my body and soul. Woman you love is like burning fire in my soul. Woman,
Wait, no.
till I lose control.
There's a song to this day, I do not know what the song sings because every time the song come on, I hear my mother's version in my head. Boy,
she pudding, boy. She bake a pudding, boy. Potato pudding, boy. I don't know anything else but that, so I know it.
this is a regular occurrence
So I know
in
it.
my household. I have accepted it. It's her fault, but it's part of the fun. I am my mother's child. If you only met me and then you met mommy, you say, oh, okay, I understand. I remember when my best friend got married Nobody never danced on that dance floor like my mother.
There's a point when I stay alone for maybe about 1 hour.
People watching the video, they're like, who is that girl? Who is grandma? Yeah, that's my mommy. Dancing has been a big part, but the kitchen has also been a big part of, you know, who she is and what she's taught me. Banana fritters came up early in the conversation. You know, there are certain things that, you know, you have a duty to carry on. My mother's banana fritters recipe was top of the list, is top of the list for me. And I think one of my greatest accomplishments in life is that I can replicate my mother's banana fritters. I love it. Bad, and I'm glad I can do that. But food has been a big part of just bringing people together, bringing family and loved ones and friends together. And so kitchen is something that I love because
There are times when I'm
me.
on a Saturday evening, I used to cook soup. Even since I come to live in this scheme, I put on a big pot of soup on a Saturday. And the neighbors would send for them soup, come with them container or whatever. And yeah, and I still do cook soup. I love soup. I cook it. I have some peas in there soaking now and some pigtail and beef. As I finish it, you guys are going to put on the pea soup. Because I never cook any Saturday. So I have to cook one day before the week done.
So it's a very interesting story how we came to live in Kingston. My mother was a teacher at St. Mary High School, and I mean her dance group was whopping up JCDC awards left, right and center. And she saw an ad on TV one day for Kathy Levy's Little People and Teen Players Club. And they were dancing and singing and drama and all these things. And at the time I would have been, what's that, 88? So I was 6.
Maybe about 6, 7.
She said, I want my daughter to do that. And those opportunities did not exist in St. Mary at the time. And unfortunately, they still don't exist in St. Mary. And my mother packed up her bungle, packed up her grip, and packed up her 6-year-old picnic. And that's what made her move to Kingston.
Definitely.
So I'm forever indebted because she moved because she wanted to expose me to something that she loved when she was a child, which is the arts. And that's how we moved to Kingston. And so I think that exposure early in life to the stage and to help me find my voice, because I found self-expression through the stage, but also literally with my voice, my ability to use words and to feel confident in a space, to occupy space, I found through the stage. And I think Mommy is the person who really exposed me to that early in life, and I'm thankful.
You're welcome. And I don't want to tell you, when I came, Kathy Levy had an audition maybe about, I don't remember how long after, but pretty soon after we came. And I said, yes, this is why we're in Kingston. And I took her to the audition and she got in. And she was in the club for a few years. And as a matter of fact, our best friends now, our parents that I met at Little People. So all these things we have at the backyard and all those people in the backyard is my Little People family. Listen to me, when I saw those kids on stage, I saw people being together, having fun. I saw them loving each other. I said, this is it, man. Patty need to be in a group like this where them love each other, where they have fun together. And I saw myself because I said, well, the parents must be there. So that could be something for me too. You know, and being a part of the drama and the dancing and stuff from a long time, because I used to do it a lot at school. I said, I would be a part of it. I'd probably help at backstage, and that's what I used to do. Help backstage, and we sell for the food and all of that. So that club, believe me, that club was really, really, really awesome. And I'm really, really glad I came to Kingston all because of that.
So part of that as well, part of that story is a lot about how Mommy has taught me about relationships and long-term relationships, how those develop and are solid. Because those same parents that she's talking about, that this is central, that everybody come here for movies, and I mean Christmas dinners, we literally still eat Christmas dinners together, and that is a day that we don't play with. And if I give up my Christmas dinner to eat with you, you are very important to me. But I am godmother to a lot of their children. We're, in each other's weddings, and as mothers, they have gone through births, deaths, marriages, divorces, the support structures that they have found in each other.
Weekends together.
And so I see what my friendships can look like 30 years down the road when we're all retired and we're all, the gardening is our thing and our children, that's who we live for. I have that kind of example.
Because of that, we're one big family now. Because us the mothers, And our children now have families, and we do everything together still. Us, mothers, and the families, the children and their families. So it's just like what. So when I'm having a thing around here, it's just us and everybody, children, grandchildren coming now and all of that.
And it's interesting that they're all
really nice.
mothers. I mean, there are different reasons why that is, you know. Or Bununus daddy out of the group died, and there have been divorces and whatever. But it's a group of mothers that really stick together. But all of their children are past the worst, and they're married, and then get good husband. And
Look, husband who can make kitchen cover, bed and whatever.
But it was nice. Even just a couple of weeks ago, we all went to the zoo. The mummies, the grandmas, and the girls and their children. And so it was just nice to see those three generations together, enjoying something as simple as the zoo, but like the spirit of family and fun that we had. You know, the absence of a present father can do a couple of things to you. It can make you or break you. And it also has an impact on who you pick as a partner for yourself. And Mommy was worried. And she said, you're going to wait. And you're going to pick and pick until you pick. She was very worried that I wouldn't find somebody. But I think...
You're going to wait till me can't hold the baby. You're going to say, bring your baby, come put your son in my lap.
She always used to say those things to me, right? So I'm going to talk about two things. One, my mother was enough. And I'm very thankful for that. So I never ever felt less than, or I never ever felt like, you know, oh, why isn't my daddy around all the time? Because my mother make up feet 100%. So she was very involved. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. But she was very involved. She came to, I mean, she tell you that she was backstage and make all kind of food at all of my shows. And she came to school for everything. And I never ever felt like I never had support or love because she was there. And she did what she had to do. She compensated. She was a teacher. So it's not like we didn't have no whole heap of money and those kinds of things, but her presence meant everything to me. And then in picking a partner, there were some values that I knew I wouldn't compromise on. And I recognized that perhaps what my father lacked. So the partner that I eventually chose is someone who I got to see what he was like as a father. And that was very important to me, to see how he had a child before our relationship. And I got to see hands-on the kinds of things that I would have wanted for my father and my relationship to have. I saw that in practice in him and his child. And so, and I saw how he was with his mother and mine. I saw how they just got along, and he embraced what? So I think seeing the relationship with him and my mother, they were close, and it was genuine. It wasn't ears, it wasn't putting on because I like my Patria and I want to get Patria. It was a genuine relationship with the two of them. I thought that was beautiful.
Yes. Alright, so Patria, to me, he's the kindest soul ever. I see Patty go beyond and above to do things for people, to help people. And she don't do it because she wants praise, because she never talks about it and she don't want to hear you talk about it. But living with her and knowing and seeing what she's doing for people, she's very kind. Very, very, very kind. And to me, that's the biggest plus for me with her. Mm-hmm. Yes, very kind. Patria was okay. She never gave trouble with her schoolwork. Never gave trouble with her schoolwork. She did her little house chores that she had to do. And yeah, she was good. She was a good person.
But you beat me for life.
Oh, for life. Yes. I don't know how to deal with it. Because I said, speak the truth and speak it ever, cause not what it will. That was in her head day and night. So what else must I do?
But I'll tell you how we're different, right? Mm-hmm. My mother is an emotional animal. She bawls for every little thing. And I think I am not that person. So my eye water, some people who know me think it is close. It is nowhere as close as my mother's. I try to make a deliberate attempt to not react emotionally. So I remember when my little brother was younger and he's playing Superman. and he climbed up on the dining table and he's playing Superman. No, he climbed on the
On the
bed.
bed, on the bed.
And all I hear is boof. And I went in and checked first because she's frozen in the kitchen. And I went into my bedroom to see my little brother spread eagle on the floor. His teeth burst his lip and there's just blood everywhere. And I did not know my mother to be an athlete until that moment.
It was about 2, right?
My mother jumped over the dining table, picked up the kitchen key, and ran not just through the door but through the gate and down the road.
And this night.
I was responsible enough to pick him up and clean him up. But so I tell this story to say that she not deal with like frightening things.
No.
Very well. And her eye water is very close. So I think, when they talk about once a man, twice a child, I see it now where her reaction would be the crying and me don't know what to do. I'm in Miami and my mother locked herself on the veranda and I get a phone call. Patty, I lock up myself on the veranda. What a must do? Hold on. Once a man, twice a child. And from in Miami, I have to call 2 people. I have to call my cousin who has my van, and the van has a car key on it to come to the house. And I have to call her workplace to tell them to send somebody with crowbars or something. And anybody reach first, can let her out. So I'm a pick me. Now, at this stage in life, I'm a pick me.
I panicked that day so much because I left school. I went to take a little nap. I had to go back to school. I when I wake up, I realized it was super class time when I woke up. So the dash. I slammed the door and the key was inside and the grill gate was locked. So I was out on the veranda, locked out there. Don't have my phone.
No, you had your phone because you called me.
I had my phone. I picked up the phone, but I didn't pick up the keys. Right. So I was also couldn't go to class.
And you called me.
The school bus came. They reached the same time. The school bus came with the man with the crowbar.
And my cousin.
And my nephew came with the house key. And he let me out.
It's my child.
Okay, Patrick.
She's good at making friends. I mean, she tell you when she's making her tiki bar how she walk around the community and she can go from house to house and people are happy to give her leaves to go wrap this tiki bar because she makes meaningful relationships, and I really love that about her. So wherever she goes, there is a magnetism about Mummy because she mothers everybody. So you come into her space and there's this motherly love that she really does spread wherever she goes. We'll go to an event and I see her messaging somebody 2 months after because she met somebody at the event and the person is sending them pictures of their children, sending her pictures of their children and all of that. She does, as she moves along, something she's been really good at is making meaningful relationships with people and making people feel seen and special, and so I love that about her.
Yes. Even in this community, since I came here, I met so many friends inside here. You know, it's because, as I said, I like to cook, I like to bake. And I used to bake every Sunday, and I would call people and say, come, and some of them just know that I'm baking, so they just pass and smell and say, Terry, what time you going to bake? And I say, come about 2 o'clock, come about 3 o'clock, whatever. And like I said, with the soup thing too, it's the same thing. And I don't know, I love people, and I love to see people happy.
When I was in second form, perhaps, my brother was just born, and we were living alone in the house. And long story short, a taxi driver picked up someone late in the night, and he got shot. And there's a set of taxi drivers that we usually took, and they heard that somebody got shot from that road. And without... He doesn't understand. I'll pick it up. They had heard that someone got shot on that road, and without hesitation, we were in the house, and about 3 o'clock in the morning, we just heard a knock on the grill and people saying, come outside now. It's Chicken. It's Ricky. Come outside now. We want to see that you are okay.
About 7 o'clock, yeah.
And these were taxi drivers who we're sons to mommy at this point, you know? Like, they develop that kind of relationship, and she does that. Where these people would have come out of their beds at 7 o'clock in the morning, at 3 o'clock in the morning, because something might be wrong on our road. There wasn't even anything to do with our address, and they came at that time in the morning just to check on her and to check on us to make sure that we were okay. And these are folks who mommy get care about 20 years now. On her birthday party year before last, they were at the birthday party because her relationships truly are meaningful and long lasting.
I love them. Even when Shamark was small, like I'm at school sometimes we're having like parent meeting or something like that, and I had to be at school like 7 o'clock. I would just say, Ricky, pick up Shamark and nurse for me and keep him. And he would keep Shamark doing all his pickups, and then I call after meeting and say, Ricky, you can tell Shamark come now. When he come, he flat cheese tricks and sticky with ice cream and just dirty. So Ricky pick him up and he would feed him and whatever and keep him for me until I call him to bring him for me. And until now, I have that relationship with those guys. They're really nice. Yeah. They're going up Apollo. Like harmonize. Let's sing harmonize. You know the singing? No, don't do me that. Mommy feel like harmonizing is just not singing. As long as she's not singing what I'm singing, she's harmonizing. In Jesus' name. No, don't do it. Save yourself.
Alright, but sing something, man.
Save yourself. No.
Mommy's ready, though, right, Mommy?
She's always ready. No, mommy, no. No. I can't help myself a little, you know, but I like to think that I can harmonize. So I don't stick to the regular singing. I try to harmonize. Let me tell you how bad it is, right? Not bad, not the singing. No.
Artists, we do demonstration more so than
No,
singing.
I'm not going to tell you about the singing. I'm going to tell you about when we were, like when she just hit a car, right? I was stuck in traffic. I was miserable. My little brother want to go home. Me want to go home. We're in traffic. And you just hear mommy start going, it's like she's a race car. And she would do this from Campion all the way to our house. And it was the most annoying thing. But everything has to be a moment for mommy. Everything has to be a moment.
Are they singing now?
Goodbye. I hate to see you go, but have a good time.
No.
Have a good time. So long. When I was getting married, Mama said she wants to sing white on white, lace and satin, blue velvet ribbons on her bouquet. White on white, lace and satin, my little angel is getting married today. She said, no, sir. And then it's nice enough. Here she comes in her wedding gown, looking like a queen. You know, I seen what it. She has been so much to me since she was 13. But now she is gone away from me. And every time I'm singing me ball. And now she belongs to someone new. Why on white, lace and satin, my little angel is getting married today. By the way, those are not the words of the song. No. That's how it go. That's how it go. And she said there isn't such a song. And she went on, what's something there? Google. She went on something and looked it up and said that there's really such a song. She never believed me.
So Patria, that's not the word, those are the words of the song?
Patria. Please, don't stop her. Where your phone? No. Let's go.
You're the greatest mom of all. Always catch me when I fall. Even from a distance, you can hear me whisper. I call. You're the greatest mom. Oh, you're the greatest mom of all. You're the greatest mom.